Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Starseed Academy. These are the Sunday sessions, the Pleiadian Sunday School sessions. Today's date is the 29th of March 2026, and it is just coming up to 8 p.m. here in Ireland. Of course, the clocks did change yesterday, and I thought it was very interesting when they changed because when I was growing up, I always remember them changing at midnight. Um, I always remember that being a thing every year. And then Dennis said last night to me that they changed at 1 a.m. So I don't know when that happened, when that change happened, but I always remember them changing at midnight. So I don't know if I'm on a different timeline or what happened to that or um, the mandala effect, but I always remember the clocks changing at midnight. So let me see. I think we are live on YouTube. And Ian, please, if you can mute yourself just in case. And Tiffany, also please feel free to record this if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And I think we are live now on YouTube. Yes.
Yes,
We said that at the same time.
we did.
Okay, lovely. So we have a special evening this evening. Um, Let me see, do I have any announcements before? I don't think so. So I have a new website that's still being um, that is not I haven't finished it yet, but it is a new website, somaara.love, and you can find all the details on there. This evening we are joined by Sheila, Dennis, Storell, and Seth, and also Tiffany Marie is going to do a channeling. And so I'm delighted to welcome Tiffany into the group. Um, and so yeah, would you like to introduce yourself, Tiffany, before you start?
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Tiffany. I'm a ET experiencer. I channel, I'm clairaudient, clairgustinant. I pretty much have all the clairs. I just know things from nowhere. And yeah, I can see things when they come in, and I read people's energies just by a picture. And yeah, I'm Starseed, and it's nice to be with, people that are into the same thing, that I don't have to wonder if I look crazy around.
Yeah, not at all. We're all crazy here. Um, or um, or enlightened, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so would you how long have you been channeling, Tiffany?
I have been channeling for a little bit over a year, but I have always been able to communicate with loved ones who have passed away or with my guardian angel. I can hear them. I audibly hear them, and I can see their body language too. I can recognize sass, sarcasm, um, anything. It's pretty, like, the energy comes on very strong. So ever
Yeah,
since I was little, so it's pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah. You were born for this.
Yes.
Okay, so over to you.
Okay, which deck would you like me to read from?
The shamanic one, I think.
Ooh, okay. The Shaman Dreams Oracle. It's this one by Alberto Violdo and
Oh,
Colette
yes.
Baron Reed.
Yes. I love them.
Yes, yeah, they're pretty awesome. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle real quick. Got to give it a fresh shuffle. Does anybody in the Zoom want a reading? Or do you want me to give you a reading, Soma?
Well, I'm going to be naughty and see if you have any info for Dennis, but also Seth has his hand up as well.
Okay, wonderful. Let's see what comes through.
I might ask for a mini reading. I don't want to be the center of um the group, but I might ask for a mini reading.
Sounds wonderful. Okay, so who's going up first?
I think Seth. I think
Seth.
Seth
Okay.
had his hand up.
Cool.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna pull three cards for Seth and see what comes through. Guardian Angel. Looking for a message for Seth. Oh, four popped out. Bonus. Okay, we have beloved radical acceptance. We have root girl, the disowned self. We have the winter's dream gestation period. And we have lost in space needing direction. And let me see. Usually I just read the oracles with my guides. We pull cards, so I've never really read for anyone. But beloved, the object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. It says, do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender yourself to be loved. And be careful that you are not seduced by false promises by falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart, and you will be glad that you did. And let me see, 46 Root Girl. Okay. The disowned self, hidden beauty, and the need for acceptance and love. Um, Let me see. This is part of you, the embodiment of deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child self-crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore, push it aside, and while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need, you will realize that this part of you, it asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole, that your expression of self is somewhat too much or too little. You have inherited this from your ancestors, and it is up to you. Um, when everything that you've been searching for becomes illuminated when you welcome the wounded child into your heart. So, just with accepting what, like yourself as a whole, like you will be able to alchemize this and welcome it into your heart. And just with unconditional love is how you will overcome this wound. Um, and then number 36. Lost in space, needing direction, feeling lost, needing direction and focus, a 24-hour day. It says, um, you may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine the next step. You might be tired and simply need to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is redirect your perspective of time. Like a newborn baby who needs swaddling to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life visioning to the next 24 hours. Anyone can handle living in 24-hour compartments to help you feel grounded, manageable, and make it through the dark uncertainty and reflect on how your past has held you captive in a hall of disoriented, never-ending mirrors. But keep it simple right now and conserve your energy and take care of yourself in the most basic, fundamental ways, and the world will be right again. And then Winter's Dream. Let me see. Winter's Dream is a time of gestation, sanctuary, conscious awareness. It is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Don't fall asleep. Take your time in this wakeful nature within you into stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. I feel like this goes hand in hand with Root Girl and Lost in Space. So I hope this had some type of resonance for you, but
Yeah, for
that was it.
sure. Yeah, it does. I've been focused on, well, these cards are as much for my twin flame as they are for me, which happens to me from time to time with tarot readings. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but this it definitely does resonate and give some clarity to what she is going through right now, also. So yeah, thanks very much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy. I hope
Yeah.
it helps. Sometimes just hearing the most basic of terms, even though you may think it, yeah, like once it doesn't click in until someone actually verbalizes it and says it. So you're welcome.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, thanks. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure that Dennis would like a reading.
All right.
Am I wrong, Dennis?
I'm not arguing.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Just doing a quick shuffle.
And also, Dennis, if you would, off when Tiffany um has um finished, not just with you, but with everyone, because I know I would like to get some cards as well. Would you, after all of that, would you be okay to do the prayers? Because I actually forgot.
Um, yeah, if that happens before 8:30, it'll happen. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
But there you are. Fine.
Okay, love. Okay.
Good, good.
Okay. This reading is for Dennis. I got Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray, jeweled web connectivity, and overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. So let's see what these mean. Let's see. The Eyes of the Eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before all manifestations into the reality. Um, The eyes of the eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Act only to further your noblest calling. The eagle flies above all creatures. When it meets obstacles, it simply rises above them. Know that you are protected and can fly above the judgment slings and arrows and the darts of envy from others who may not have your great wings and are still arguing with the pigeons over crumbs.
Yeah, that's me all day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
eagle would be one of my spirit animals.
Oh, I love that. Okay, jeweled web. Connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know or attempting to shed light on what eludes you. Um, you're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of it works, but know this, Dennis. What is in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among the web of possibilities. You just need to know how to how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off getting anywhere, practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. And
Okay,
your jeweled web is celebrating you already. And then 43 is overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. So, right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love, opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams around and are lined up for you. Yet, it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that is well. Sometimes this overflow can be overwhelming, and you might find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune in to the collective against fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's time to allow yourself to detach, bring yourself back to your life, restore your faith and power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perspective of overflow profoundly positive. I hope I hope that resonated for you, Dennis.
thank you. That's beautiful.
You're very
Beautiful.
welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany. I love that, especially the
Oh,
E. Um, so Dennis is only with us here till 8:30. So Dennis, please, can you do the prayers um, before you have to leave? I am sorry because I had forgotten to do them at the beginning.
Fine, fine, fine. They can be done anytime. Fine. All right. So, I will share some simple prayers. The first is called the Law of One, and I will say it and repeat it a couple of more times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done, it is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, with Mother, Father, God, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done, it is so. And to share a simple I am mantra, I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Okay, back over to you, Tiffany. And let's see. Um, I think Sheila and Starrell and hi, Callie. I think Sheila and Starrell would also like a reading as well as myself. And I'm not sure about Callie,
I'm
Okay.
open to it for sure. Thank you.
All right.
but that's only if you're feeling up to it, Tiffany.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have a pretty good tolerance for channeling. I can channel my guides for about 2 hours and time just flies for us, so it's pretty good.
That's quite a good chunk. Yep.
Yeah, yep. But they have helped me with preparing and protection, so I credit that a lot.
Yeah. That's important.
Okay. Absolutely. Yes. So who's going first for a reading?
I think maybe Sheila.
Sheila? Yes, let's do Sheila. All right. One already popped out. I'm not really good at like shuffling cards, so like I just hold them
Yeah.
until one pops out.
Yeah.
Like I can shuffle them, but like to shuffle for polling, I can't. I wish I did. Okay, there we go. We have our third and a fourth came out. All right, Sheila. Let's see what comes through. All right, Sheila has benefactor, grace, and generosity. And fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. And deep quiet meditation and stillness. As well as root girl, the disowned self. We just met her. All right. Number three. Number three for Sheila. Benefactor, grace and generosity, give support, mentoring. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, Sheila, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacities, so will you be rewarded in a myriad of ways. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you as well as to others are intangible. Although you will see the results reflected in the material world, the benefactor reminds you that it's in your purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that paradoxically your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. Sorry, I have a dry mouth right now. Let's see, number 11, the deep quiet meditation. When the deep quiet appears, it is a message from the cosmos calling you to stillness, to step outside the concerns of your everyday life. This does not mean to slow down and take a breath, although that is a good start, Sheila. The cosmos is inviting you to go deep, to that place where the noise stops and there is only the vast emptiness of inner space. Listen to the still small voice. Remember that you want to catch spirit on a whisper, not a shout. And it is only human to argue that you are too busy to slow down, that you don't have the time, the inclination, or the money for a retreat. Do not let any of these reasons get the better of you. Stop the world and center the deep quiet before you come to a crashing halt. After you have said yes to this invitation, you will find that the world can get along quite well without the need for you to manage it. You will enjoy the freedom that comes with stillness, the clarity and spaciousness offered by the silence. So it's good to take a break. 23, Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. The Fortune's Wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life, Sheila. You have the magic touch, and everything you touch turns to gold. There's nothing you do that can go wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Use the creative power of the Fortune's Wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs and coincidental encounters and the seemingly magical synchronicities that herald its arrival. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. And the root girl, the disowned self, as we met her earlier, is you just need to look at your inner wounded child and welcome her into your heart with unconditional love, heal her, mend her, and integrate her into your heart chakra, and she will be healed through you and your unconditional love since the heart is a portal. So that was it. I hope that resonated with you, Sheila.
I'm sure it did. I'm loving this.
Thank you.
We have to get you to do this more often, Tiffany.
Oh, oh, you're very welcome, Sheila. And then we have Starl.
Yes, I'm right here. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So I said it was gonna be a 3-card read, but sometimes, you know, our guides just throw an extra one in there. So we'll see what happens. Okay, one more shuffle and then I'll get it.
Take your time.
Thank you. All right, we're looking for a message for Star L. Any messages that want to come through for Star L? Welcome. Oh, that one. That one and that one. Okay. So we have A tidy house, clarity and organization. Oh, can you see it? There we go.
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Sorry, dry mouth. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic. That's
Okay.
nice.
Yes.
All right, let's see what it all means. A tidy house, clarity and organization, a thorough inventory and auspicious symbol. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly, you can't seem to get clear. It's time to see how your environment is affecting you. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and energy of the objects surround yourself. You surround yourself with basically everything in your surroundings, have a huge impact on your energy. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Clear and um oh, clear and concise communication is key. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing. Otherwise, you might stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy, when in truth there is nothing holding you together. Be impeccable with your world. Say what you mean and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. That said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty that you are on the right path. Now we're doing now we're doing Fool's Embrace. Transmuting pain, allowing life to love you and the experience of both and. The pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through through our continuity of existence. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Befriend it rather than resisting it or running from it or judging it as bad or unfair and or hostile. Can you see the gift that is there? Surrender to the fool's embrace, allowing the truth to envelope you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. What if, let me see, hold on. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with the liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open you up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion, Starell. As in the narrative of tarot, the fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure and at the end when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along your journey. Remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the fool's embrace. And then number 37, Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic, nothing can stop you, and it is the beauty you seek. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or faulty thought or belief. Let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the dry mouth. Use the magician's sword to cut through the limiting beliefs and remember that all beliefs are limiting. And your focus and your intention in order to create what you wish is what will get you there. It is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with a wisdom that you summon when you find the best course of action. So don't hesitate, act now. I hope that resonated, Starell.
Yes, that was really good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Hi, Christy. Um,
Hello.
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 So, um, Christy, Tiffany's doing readings this evening and channeling. So if you'd like one, um, I don't think Christy often gets readings, but I would definitely like one. So please go ahead, Tiffany.
Okay, sounds good. Does Yuzal want a reading too? I see him on YouTube.
Oh, let me have a look. I don't see that. Oh, yes, I do see that. I'm sorry. I see the
Okay.
hand. Yuzal, would you like? I'm sure he would. Um, but let's get permission first before we do that. So Yuzal, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, yes, he would.
Okay, so should I do Yuzal and then you?
Yes, please, Tiffany.
Okay.
And also, I'm happy to go last if Christy wants one as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Hi, Christy. All right.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hello. Okay, we're looking for messages for Yuzal. Anything that wants to come through.
Oh, and then there's
Okay.
Callie as well. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Callie, of course. Yes, I did see Callie.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, you're
right, we
doing great,
have.
Tiffany. It's really fun to listen to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Usually I channel with my guides, so this is my first time actually channeling and reading oracles for people in the 3D. So, for yous all, I got Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray. I got Moon Maiden, New Beginnings, and the Farther Gate, Bold Step Forward. All right, let's see. Anchor Haven, hi! Okay. Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray. Um, the Eyes of the Eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead, use all, to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. This is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, and yet react to nothing. Act only with your further noblest calling. Know that you are protected. You can fly above the judgment, slings, and arrows, and the darts of envy from others who may not have your greatest wings and are still arguing with the pigeons over crumbs. Your willingness, your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitation, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You are called now to trust your heart and your instincts to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right, and no harm can come to you if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Then we have Moon Maiden. New ideas, beginnings, and curiosity. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face, a new facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world like the waxing moon, allowing others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. You are invited to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. Answer only to yourself and remember that you are not anyone's property. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. And then number 55, Farther Gate. The Farther Gate for yous all. The next experience, legacy, evolving, bold, step forward. You are marching in a place right now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you have already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. The farther gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you have to leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate, use all. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue making the time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open, next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time will pass through very shortly. It is an invitation to a sacred passage to the next discovery and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration of itself. You have been a farmer for far too long, tilling the hard soil, and now bears a little fruit for you. Time to put in the explorer mode. So look within and don't hesitate. I hope that resonated, use all.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Very welcome. All right. Now we have, I'm going to shuffle real quick and then I'll pull for you, Christy. Oh, don't mind my messy background. Okay, we're looking for a message for Christy. Any messages that want to come through for Christy are welcome. All right. Okay, we have Caterpillar Opportunity. We have Dust Devil moving out of stagnation. And we have First Breath Beginner's Mind. Let's see what it says. The Caterpillar Transformation Opportunity Independence from Conditional Responses. This is a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you at this moment. This is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. It's time to break away from habitual responses to surprise yourself and startle others, eliciting a smile or frown from the or the look of awe from those around you. Do not wait for an invitation from life to practice a bit of outrageousness or for permission to do the unexpected. Any other response right now will lead you to more of the same and no real change. Hmm. You are invited to witness the story unfolding, knowing that deciding on the timing of your action is as essential as finding the best time to make a move. And when you do act, let there be no doubt in anybody's mind of your determination and the power you wield. Hi, Julia.
Hey,
So happy you're here with us.
I couldn't resist to be on camera with you. That's so awesome.
Yay, my sister. Okay. I'm doing a reading for Christy at this moment. Okay, so Dust Devil. Embrace the chaos, trust in the process, and moving out of stagnation. Some people are afraid of this chaotic nature, believing that when the dust devil comes, is to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, or to be clean. His power is in the mess that he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now. The wind is in your outer life, the wind in your outer life appearing to throw you off course. When you assume that the world is coming at you or happening to you, the winds that churn inside you with the dust devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains shackling you to a barren desert. Stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. The dust devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting for your discovery, the wisdom awaiting integration. And if you are anything like me, Christy, I thrive in chaos. I have a feeling you do too. And last one. First breath. A fresh start and renewed curiosity, natural trust, and beginner's mind. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in, experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at its destination, even if it's a familiar place you have come to many times before. Try to experience it as if for the first time, for you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concern. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago will be easy as long as you breathe, let it go. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome it and resolved it. Even if no one else realizes this yet, soon enough they will and you will move on. Do not squander the opportunity of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth to mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings to animate a world you can play in and create. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the world. I hope that resonated, Christy.
Thank you. Um,
You're welcome.
I love the word chaos. It
Thank you.
is
That was
one
my
of all
nickname in
our
the army. Hmm?
it is one of all our it is one of all our addictions. We thrive
Yes,
in
yes, it is.
chaos.
Yeah.
But when you're aware of it, you can find a balance in the chaos, like, and see that it's just coming from an ego perspective, like, you know. So, but it is challenging, you know. In 3D, chaos can be fun. It depends on the environment.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
very true.
I think Callie is up next.
Yes, reading for Callie.
Great.
Yeah, chaos is it's what they called me when I was in the army. But, you know, you I work better under pressure. You that's how you get stuff done.
I'm also a master of chaos.
There you
It can be
go.
it can be exhausting.
Yes, it can. All right. We're asking for any messages that are meant for Callie to come through. Spirit guides, archangels. Okay. We have Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing. We have Joyful Muse, Inspiration. And Skywriting the Fates. And if you can see in here, there's some runes displayed on the card. Written in the sky. All right.
I like it.
Yeah. 23. Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing. A turn for fortune. You have the magic touch, and everything you touch turns to gold. There's nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true, Callie. Do not waste your power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportunity will pass. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with a bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs and the coincidental encounters and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call,
Mm.
that email, that invitation, that chance to encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by Fortune. Carpe diem, recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. And then we got Joyful Muse. Inspiration. Let's see. The gift of play and inner child. Circumstances. Okay, hold on. You have become boring to yourself even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror, Callie. Smile to a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The joyful mouse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you, invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life. This
Mm.
joyful mouse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace the gifts. Begin play being begin by being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and she will help you to return your innate innocence, the place of never been there, never done that, even if it is the same routine you wake up to every day. And then skywriting. The fates. That which we cannot change, non-judgment. It's written in the sky that you have a destiny. You have been invited to explore certain aspects of your life. unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are.
Mm.
Whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, not good or bad, neither inflow or blocked, nor this or that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, and as you look into the potential of your future. Your time to be brave is now. Right now, you're facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Your success is surely written in the
Mm.
stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. I hope
Mm.
I hope that resonated.
Yeah. Yeah, that totally connected. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
I just got a gig to run our community garden in my hometown, and it's only
Oh, I
like the
love
second
that.
year they had it. So I feel like that's totally the wheel of fortune energy of like giving, and being of service and making like a vision come true. So yeah, it felt super on point. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. I love that for you. I love gardens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited.
And
It's my first time even gardening, but I'm gonna start a little like sprouts program for kids and do all sorts of cool things.
I love that. That's so cool. My
Yeah.
son, he's in his school's
Yeah.
after school gardening club and it's so much fun.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's every Wednesday. It's so cute.
That's adorable. Cool. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for the reading, Tiffany.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here and supporting me and being here with
Yeah.
Soma and everybody. Okay, is it Soma? Are you up? Did Anchor Haven want a reading too?
Yes, yes. I'm well actually I'm not I think so.
Um,
Yes,
Is
cool.
a card for me,
is she
please.
here?
When Christy comes back, I'm getting a message from Renturus because I've been talking to Renturus. So, but I would love a card. Just one is cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you could give Julia a reading and then me because I don't want because I know how it is with channeling, so I don't want Christy to step into it and out of it. So well, yeah, okay.
I'd
okay.
like a
Yeah,
reading
perfect.
too, if it's possible.
Yeah,
I'd
of
like,
course, Amira.
and I'd love to give you back one day too. Thank you, sweetheart.
No problem. Okay, we're looking for any messages that want to come through for Julia Anchor Haven at this moment. And source. Ooh. Okay, so for Anchor Haven, we have the horned cactus, resourcefulness. We have mindful groupthink. And we have unmarked trail, revelation. Revelation. Can't talk today. Okay, let's see. What does this mean? Horn cactus is blooming through resiliency and resourcefulness and discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods of life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success never happens. This issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. What you don't see are the deep roots um and the water that is deep beneath the earth. All right, so much metaphors. Let's see. This is a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than fairly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. All right. And where do you mindful groupthink? Let's see. Keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts, and groupthink. The human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place for restriction or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind, Anchor Haven. The quality of your thoughts is key, and you're in a fertile time to fully manifest. You want to ensure that the seeds of your plant will sprout and flourish into your life, and as you watch them grow. Be mindful not to scatter the weeds. It's easy to be influenced by others right now, too, especially in our digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with this negativity and then see more of it in the outer world. Stay out of gossip and other forms of groupthink, for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful that your mind is full and keep the faith. Good brings more good, more love, gratitude, more things to be grateful for. And unmarked trail. As an unprecedented experience, discovery and revelation, you are called now to embark on a sacred journey, Anchor Haven. The Arcturian Knights the Arthurian Knights, my apologies, in their quest of the Holy Grail, had to make sure that an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or that, um, yeah, or they could not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the dark forest of your soul via a route as yet undefined to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure later greater pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road that you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow not to look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character and try the outrageous and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to of speak of the voice that called you to embark to the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back, Anchor Haven.
Well, that's spot on, isn't it? That was
Yeah.
me right now because a week ago I moved into Tower Haven mode and kicked everything down and started to flame my world. So that is absolutely spot on. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, you activated which flame was it?
It's the 99th flame of interconnectedness, the unity consciousness flame, and it literally just started to burn away all of my connections that were not good. So I'm feeling like the cactus right now for sure. Yeah, I really am. Each of those cards totally resonated. But yeah, make your moves in silence is a big motto for me. Yeah, keep moving
Yes.
forward. So yeah, my head is a bit wrecked at the moment. So yeah, while the flame purifies everything around me so I can make new
Yes.
connections on planet. Yes, yes. So that was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to that I'm so happy it resonated. Okay, and then next we have Amira Soma.
Yes, Amira's
Oh,
next.
okay. And then let me know when Casey
I'm here. I'm here.
okay, awesome. What let me know when Christy comes in so that Anchor
Okay.
can give him the message.
Okay. And then I think we might have Nancy if she would like a reading. I'm not sure. Um, and then it'll be me. And then we won't, if anyone else joins, we won't do any more readings because um, that's a lot. And then so it's let me see, it's Samira, Nancy, me, and then over to Christy for the
Yes.
channeling. Is that okay, Christy?
Something. God.
Also shit, not only me, because when you pee,
I can't, Joe, I gotta.
why did you let the gate open?
What gate? I didn't go in.
Downstairs.
I don't have the gate down.
The joys of technology and Amira, huh? Never fails, every week.
Okay, we're looking for messages for Mira. Source the universe.
Let me just check that Amira's okay.
Okay.
That sounded like
I am and not. This guy keeps nagging me. He accused me of opening a gate downstairs. I didn't open a gate. And I'm going through so much right now with my son and his father. And my son is feeling very rejected. I'm going through a lot. Sorry you had to hear that.
it's okay. Life happens,
Yes.
life happens. We've all had times like that. Normally there haven't been live on Zooms. Um, but life happens, Amira. So just breathe. And this is perfect timing, isn't it, Tiffany?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, of course, Amira. You look, everything that you're experiencing, I'm sure a lot of us have gone through it. So you're not alone. You have us. Okay, so we have closing the door, and I feel like this is very relevant. Completion. Closing the door, endings, completion, your greater calling, Amira. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging you for far too long. Unlock the cage that you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about what others might think or feel. Instead, break with routine. Consider that what you think and how you feel are true to your heart's calling. It's time to walk out the door. If you do not see a door, but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known you need to do for a long time. If the door to a project or relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way that you would have liked. Take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be. Move on, Amira. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job after years that we knew it was time to move on. This is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed door, give thanks to the lessons, and set yourself free. And then we have hollow bone, teachability. Teachability,
I think
humility.
Amira has dropped off the Zoom.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so let's see. Maybe we can give her a few minutes or moments.
Okay.
Okay. She normally I don't know if her reception is bad, but yeah, but there she is.
Okay. Perfect.
Interrupted me. I didn't hear the reading. I ran outside. Can you go over? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course.
I missed it. I'm running outside. I'm outside. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Amira. You don't have to apologize. Don't apologize. You don't have to ever
Can you
explain
go
yourself
over
to.
the last cards? I didn't
Yes,
get the end of the door one.
that's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so closing door completion, endings completion, and your greater calling. Um, Unlock the cage you have been trapped in. Shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about what others might think or feel. Instead, break with routine. Consider what you think and know in your heart to be true. It's time for you to walk out the door. If you don't see a door in front of you, ask for assistance. Mutter the courage to say no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known has been needed to be done for a long time. If the door to a project or relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way that you would have liked. Take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be. Move on, Amira. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things did not work out. It is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed door and give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. And now we have hollow bone teachability for Amira. Teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. The hollow wing bone of an eagle is a flute to the shamans. The appearance of the hollow bone invites you to become empty of your notions of who you are, Amira, to check your ego at the door, and to know that this is not about you. Relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. You are being called to practice humility. Hollow yourself out and hear the wind blow through you and play you like a flute. You will learn the language of the squall and the storm and understand the message in the summer breeze. There is an important communication waiting for you. Humility is the swiftest path for you to become like the hollow bone. Drop all notions and titles that bolster your ego. Eliminate the doer. Allow things to happen of their own accord. Remember that you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. Trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to um, turn a perceived danger into opportunity. Remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the greater scheme of life, as important as important as the brightest sun. So I hope that resonated. And the next one is Whale Song, resonating. remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. There are moments in your life when you have a sense of deja vu that you've visited this place, those feelings, or this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Like a whale song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that you can potentially transform yourself, but only if you don't turn away. Sometimes you may forget that the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you've become so earthbound and calculating, striving, and doing, you're so overstimulated by the chase that what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, take a much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling, Amira. Answer it. I hope
That
that
really
resonates.
that really resonated because that's literally spot on what's going on. Thank you so much.
You're very
Wasn't it?
welcome.
Wasn't it? Especially the beginning. It was almost like, wow.
Yes, it felt electrical
Yeah.
coming through.
Yeah.
I am gonna I'm closing doors on a lot of things, so definitely. I'd like to do a reading back to you sometime, Tiffany. You could for free, and then some if you want me to do cards or something on your show, let me know. I'm available as well.
Thanks, Amira. I think that's possible, but I love your channeling, your light language channeling.
Okay,
So
I
uh,
could just do that. That's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
all right. Great.
Question, Amira, would you like some Reiki sent to your situation?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay,
just going through a lot. And the person I
cool.
live with, like a landlord friend, he's very negative. I'm a single mom. My ex-husband, my son's father, is raising somebody else's kid. This woman that came into his life more than a year ago, she's pure evil, like pure evil. And my ex has changed. And my son doesn't want to talk to him. And I was telling my ex, you got to pay attention to your son. But my son is feeling rejected. That woman made my ex put her and her kids first. She's really putting him. She's violent. She's dangerous. She had attacked me last year, all because I hugged my ex husband, which I'm getting a divorce in next month. I'm going through a
Amira,
lot.
Amira,
Sorry,
you've got so much on your plate,
too
and
much.
we are live on YouTube.
Sorry, it's fine. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I um I was just
Oh God.
feeling like I was myself in a difficult space there because I don't like to hide the negative stuff, or like I like to keep things real. So um I think some of the more professional podcasters would have muted you, but I didn't want to. Because I think that, we in this crazy world, we've had enough of everything being swept under the carpet and being most especially kept behind closed doors. That is what abusers do. That is what narcissistic people do. It's all behind closed doors, and of course they're very nice in public. That's what abusers do. So I don't want to, like, I don't censor people. I just let kind of observe sometimes, and sometimes things do go wrong, and not everything goes right. Um, I think we've seen that previously in some of the sessions. So um, anyway, breathe.
I
Um,
feel embarrassed. I'm so sorry. If you want to edit that part out, you can. I'm
I'm not.
sorry.
I
I could
don't
use some
edit.
Reiki.
I
Thank you.
I don't know how to edit. So, and also we are live, so it's impossible to edit something that's live. But well said, Callie. Thank you so much for offering the Reiki. And also, Amira, please go onto my website. There is a long list of websites on one of the pages called Free Distant Reiki Healing, where you can just send them a message or an email and ask for some free healing, and it doesn't cost you anything. And that is also always going to be available on my webpage for anyone listening if you want to go to that. It's somaara.love. And yeah, so what's next? What time is it where you are now, Amira? It's 5 hours behind, isn't it? So
It's 4:15
yeah.
p.m. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe take yourself off for a nice cup of coffee somewhere, or a walk, or go to the park, or do something that relaxes you.
I am. I have to get back to the home. I am. I got to take care of stuff. Again, my apologies. I'm never like this, but I had so much going on and it came out. So again, my apologies. Sorry.
It's okay, Amira. You know, life happens. We've all had times like that, all of us. And often it doesn't seem fair in those moments when people come at us in a negative way with BS. I mean, maybe you did open the gate, maybe you didn't. It doesn't seem like that much of a big deal. And we never really know what's going on in people's lives for them to overreact in that way. Especially with that male aggressive energy, which I really felt when he was speaking. Anyway, I'm not going to sit in judgment. So let me see what is happening next. So Nancy, would you like a reading?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Because I saw the microphone was not muted. So, I think because I'm probably hopefully going to be talking to you on Monday, I'm good. And because my phone is at 1%, I don't want somebody to do something so heartfelt and then boop, I'm gone.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm hanging on by a thread at 1%. So I'm just
Okay.
listening because my grandson's not here and I finally got a minute to myself.
Okay, great. We need those moments.
Thank
So,
you.
so let me see. So I guess it's me, and then
Christy just came back. Do you want to have Julie, Anchor Haven?
yes, but if you could do me a mini reading, just maybe
Okay.
one card even, and then we can go over to Christy for his channeling.
Okay, we're asking for a message.
And Nancy, if you want to, 10 o'clock my time?
Yes.
Okay, great. Or even after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, Soma. You got dances on one foot, balancing act. Hold on, let me see. Can you see that right there? Then we have deep diver, diving into a task. And the jeweled web, connectivity.
God, that's so accurate, Tiffany. Like, I was on the phone just now in the background, and someone had texted me to do an interview with them where I get to interview them. And actually, it's amazing. Listen to this, guys. So there is a new company in America called Giant Huntress, where they take people on tours for the large fossilized rocks that look like exactly, Tiffany, look like dragons and huge fossilized animals and human and giants. It's called the Giant Huntress. So we're arranging to do an interview, not for tomorrow, but for the following, or let me see, is it tomorrow? I forget now. It's either no, I think it's the following week. So it's not tomorrow, it's the following week. So that's the balancing act I've got going on. So yeah, I'm just amazed by what they're doing. I found them on TikTok, and they're a company that takes people on tours to look at the fossilized giants, which is just amazing. I mean, I've never heard of a more New Earth business plan than that. It's just fascinated by them.
That's so cool to actually go out there to the sites. Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that interview. Okay, dances on one foot, balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance, Soma. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced the step might be, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult the relationship seems. If you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is still going to be up in the air. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be promised, you will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens up when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the brief if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steady hand.
Wow, so accurate. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Deep
It's
dive.
lovely to get a read.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it is. The reader gets a read. Deep diver, embarking risk, diving into a task and new discoveries. It's easy to play in the shadows where the waters are clear and you can see all that glitters by your feet. Anyone can venture there. There is little risk, nothing to discover, no dark secret, nothing that you can't already perceive. The treasure has long been picked away, replaced by a gentle certainty. In the shallow river is safety and no surprises. Ah, but that But that's not who's calling you now, Soma. The deep diver invites you to take the plunge within him. You can't see the bottom, but you must swim to the dark depths to find the mystery that eludes you now. He knows where the pearls lie underneath and the ancient sands. Yeah, underneath the ancient sands. Sorry, I think I need my glasses. My eyes are drying up.
That's okay.
Okay, there we go. Now I can see better. You are called to look beyond the surface of things for your answer. Let your intuition propel you into the water, allowing your memories to swirl around you and your emotions to well up as you face the unknown. Your curiosity will be your greatest guide. You'll surely discover something wondrous to bring back to everyone who is waiting by the shore, but only you will truly know the value of your discovery. Are you willing to do the work, dive in, make the commitment to see it through, and you'll be amazed? Of course you are.
Yep, I'm ready.
Yes. And we have next we have the jeweled web. Connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're in. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. Mm. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of this works, but know this: what's in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among the web of possibilities, Soma. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off getting anywhere, practice the feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this future you comes? That can that be now? Feel that now. Practice the feeling. You know your path is within this web of life. The more it will light up for you, it is celebrating you already. I hope that resonated.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
You're very welcome.
It's lovely to it's lovely to like have the group doing, people in the group doing things like the readings or drumming or light language or we have to invite Julia as well one of the days, and also with Christy with the channeling. So if you are in the group and you would like to do something, please let me know. Send me a message on Facebook or email me or, let me know. And let me see, we're going to wait for Dennis to rejoin. He can rejoin at 9:30 when he finishes work. So we'll just wait on him. Perhaps we will maybe take a short break. And I might sign us out of YouTube.
Is Anchor Haven going to give Christy the message as well?
Yes, but we're just going to wait for Dennis to come in because
No.
Dennis.
I'm waiting for a message from Christy. He channels his higher self being Venturus Voluntaris. So
Oh, okay.
I'm excited to hear if Venturus has messages when we get back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's take a short break. I'll sign us out of YouTube, and Dennis will be here at 9:30, I think, or just a minute after. But I'll sign us out of YouTube because I don't want there just to be silence in YouTube. Let me see. Okay. Okay, welcome back, guys. We were just taking a short break there, and Christy Clark is going to be channeling Renturus for us this evening, which is great. Specifically for Julia, I think, because she has some questions that she'd like to ask, I think, or she just wanted a message because she loves Christy and Renturus. So here we are.
Yeah. I'm just going to take a minute or two to allow a tourist to come in, and he's here already, but I want to prepare myself and for his energy. But what I would suggest to anybody in the group who's listening and wants to come forward with a question, prepare yourself now before he comes through, and because again, your frequency and vibration is important through the interaction, so it will just help anybody that's interested in saying hello or has a question for an tourist. That's the reason I say this. So yeah, I'll just take a minute to bring him forward, and we'll see what he has to say. Thank you. Yes. Mm. Yes, this is Renturus Volantrius. I am here, dear one. It is again a pleasure to connect with you in this way. I see that you have come together again to connect with mm, the one you called Soma. It's interesting to be the observer in the background. I quite enjoy the interaction that you had among yourselves. It is important at this time that you are able to come forward and agree to disagree. Mm, mm. Yes, I like the interaction. I like the communication. I like the honesty. Mm.
Ranchuras, thank you for coming forward. I really appreciate the opportunity to ask you a question.
Always,
So
always.
recently, I embodied a new flame, which I believe to be a flame of interconnectedness, of unity consciousness. But since that flame anchored through me, I've felt the need to disconnect from everybody around me. What is happening right now, please?
Mm, mm. Quite interesting. It's quite interesting that you have made this decision not to just come forward and ask this question, but you have made that decision to move away from the noise, we would say. I say we again because we are many. I am Renturus Volantrius, but we come together as a collective to answer this question in a way that will help you to understand really what you have chosen to manifest. This embodiment that you speak of is does not surprise me at all. And that is because the change that is happening to you vibrationally and emotionally, you again have given yourself the time to disconnect for various reasons, not just from the community or not just from, we would say, life in general, but it is important that you have allowed yourself to feel this feeling, which has taken you to a place of question. It is something strange that is happening to you. Well, it's not really something strange from what I see, but it's something strange that you are feeling. And it's gathering pace at this time. And you want some clarity on this. This, of course, will allow you to understand what you have chosen to manifest in this moment of your creation on your planet, your beautiful planet. Be aware what you have asked for. And I say this not just in this question again, I say it to you because you have, I won't say decided, but you have given yourself the opportunity to move away. I don't say move away permanently, but just move into this quiet space that you can, I would say, play with when you are ready. But at this time, I feel that yes, you want more of this frequency and this vibration. I say this because you do understand, not just because of the question that you have brought forward, but it is quite busy on your planet. It is quite busy in your life. It is quite busy because you offer so much support to friends and family, and you do some work online, and it is so supportive. But you are now sensing something else within you, and you are feeling an energy and a vibration that has taken you to this place of what you call stillness. Again, that does not surprise me. It is quite beautiful to observe really how you described the question in detail and really what it has meant to you before I actually have come forward. Not just because it has been on your mind, but it is quite interesting that you have chosen to take this opportunity, Julie, to realize the importance of really moving in this direction. I say this to you and anybody else that is listening, there is a lot of noise. And I say noise, there is a lot of noise circulating on your planet at this time. That is something that we do not have to go into, but you are aware of what I mean when I say noise. A lot of distractions, really. Taking this opportunity, dear one, to embrace this feeling, this guidance that has been given to you will, of course, allow you to step into something that is quite different to the norm. This again is going to take time, but you will feel as you accept and understand really the significance of why you have asked for this opportunity. You may not have asked directly, but we can assure you, I can assure you that you have asked really for a change. And this change is coming to you in this way so you can embrace. You can accept, of course, if you choose. You can also step back and go back to really what you call the norm, which is perfectly okay. You have been busy. I have noticed, and that busyness is okay, but it is important that you understand this embodiment that you speak of is giving you really what you deserve. And I say what you deserve in a way that you understand. It's not just that you have been exceptionally exceptionally um, kind in any way, but has now come to a space where you accept this opportunity because I can see it's going to shift you in various ways. And I say that because over time you are going to sense a change in your thought pattern, a change in your vibration, a change in the communication with yourself. Again, this is going to surprise you, going to enlighten you in various ways. It's going to feed you a frequency of vibration that you can withhold and embrace, a kind of something that you want more of. I'm being very careful how I word this response because as you receive it, you are trying to understand my response because you have already answered this question in your quiet time. You are bringing me forward because not that you want my opinion, and my opinion is important to you at this time. It is why you have asked this question. From what I see, this is something that you have chosen, dear one. It is something, again, that has been in place for some time. It's beginning to surface now because you are ready. And I say you are ready for a change. This change will happen only if you allow the gate to open. If you choose to close the gate, that is perfectly okay. This embodiment will always be by your side, but it is waiting for you. And I say waiting for you in a way that you understand that you are in control of this situation. And if you choose to open this case, you are going to see change. This change will not appear overnight. It will take some time because of the necessary changes that you will bring forward. And when I say the changes you bring forward, we mean the changes that you bring forward. You are in control at this time. Well, you have always been in control, but I think what we mean is that at this time, this, we would say, situation that you have brought forward is hoping that you will embrace, you will understand the importance, the significance of this change. Again, it's quite subtle at this time. I can see that you have been sensing, you have been feeling, you've been trying to understand. You have been asking many questions in your quiet time, and you have been receiving answers. You may not have felt these answers, but I can assure you that they are there. They are there in your subconscious. They will surface when the time is right. Don't feel scared. It is quite an interesting situation that you have developed. And I say you have developed again, so you understand that you have manifested something that is allowing you to understand. The change is upon you, dear one. How you play with that change is entirely up to you. But I sense and feel at this time it is important to you, and you are happy to allow it to manifest in a way that gives you the joy that you the joy that you want, the joy that you will experience. The energy that you will feel will be quite subtle. It is important to be aware of that. When you're tapping into the idea of this significant feeling of joy, allow it to manifest in a way that will walk with you. I say this so you understand. Sometimes when what we call one comes forward with a question similar to yours, they accept and want change immediately. This is happening. It has been happening for some time, but it's just come to the surface of your awareness of recently. And this embodiment, as I have said, has always been there. It has just waited for the opportunity. And now you have embraced, you are beginning to understand the importance of this change. So don't be scared, dear one. Allow, feel, integrate, and connect when you feel you need to. And this will happen throughout your day. This will happen throughout your sleep pattern. You are aware of the importance of integration. You have applied this in your past. But again, this is quite different in many ways. It's exciting. You can feel that. And You want more of it. But as I have said, allow it to come forward in a way that you can walk with it. The gate is opening at this time, but again, the gate can close. It depends on your idea, your view, your concept of really what this means to you and to the people around you. Be aware, dear one, you are an important player at this time, not just in this situation. There is much of you needed for various situations. You are aware of what we mean by this. You are aware of what I mean by this. So don't let this stop you in any way. You are quite capable of allowing this to manifest to a point where you will be quite interested with the outcome, with the outcomes. I hope this has answered your question. I hope this has allowed you to feel that the change is happening. It is necessary, but you are in control of it.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, dear one.
And thank you, Christy. Let's see. Does anyone else have any questions for Venturous, who's channeling through Christy Clark? Dennis, do you have any questions, or anyone else?
No.
Dennis, you can ask anything, you know.
It is interesting when I come forward, I can feel and sense the energy. I can read the frequency and vibration within the room. There is so much to be asked, and there is much to be discussed on many, many levels. But I will just say before I leave, if there is nobody that has a question, it is important, as I have explained to Julie, it is important again for you all to be aware of what is happening in this now moment.
I have a question.
Yes, okay. Please come forward.
Thank you, Christy and Venturous. So lately there seems to be, within the disclosure movement, there seems to be a lot of infighting and people, so-called spiritual people, who are targeting others. And it seems to be happening a lot.
Yes.
Can you explain some of this? I have my own theories and opinions, but it just seems to be escalating and getting worse, and the energy seems to be it's becoming a real thing within the disclosure movement, and it's quite heartbreaking to watch it, because
of course I can answer that question quite simply, really. And please don't take this personally. I will give you my version, but I will give you a simple version that you would use quite commonly on your planet, and that would be, can you please mind your own business?
I love that.
I can see. Yes, of course, yes. I can see the shock in the room, and people are trying to understand, where is Rentour is going with that statement. Can you please mind your own business?
I
Quite,
I I understand that. I totally get it.
yes, of course you do. And it is so important for you all at this time to be aware of that simple statement. Rather than go down the road of trying to explain vibration and frequencies and understanding of other personal views, it is quite simple. Please mind your own business. And that is why I have come forward at this time, not just to answer the question for Julie at this stage, but it's answering the question for you all. It's being aware that at this time there is significant change happening to you all on an individual basis. It is so important that you come together as a community at this time and you share what you feel. But it is also important to be aware what is coming forward, what you are bringing forward. And this is not directed to anyone on a personal level. I'm just saying this so you understand. At this time, there is much confusion, not just in the disclosure situation on your planet, but there is so much confusion vibrationally and emotionally among you all. Again, this is not targeted to anybody in the room. I'm saying this so you understand. It is so important that you come together as a group and you are aware why you are connecting as a group. And what happens within that group is important for each one of you. If you want to come forward and you want to share how you feel, it's important what you are bringing forward. You come together as a group and you offer your light language and you channel, and of course these beautiful beings are coming forward. I can come forward through this one here and I can share where I sense and feel. But there is so much work to be done on an individual level. You are aware of this. And it is important to come together and share and try and understand what is manifesting and why it is happening. Why it is happening to me. Why am I feeling this way? So my statement to you all, which was to mind your own business, sometimes is difficult to accept because you need each other. You need to come together as a group and try and understand and try and find common ground and try and move on from all the scenarios that you create and manifest through various situations in your lives on a day-to-day basis. So this is why it's important not you do through the disclosure situation on your planet or in the spiritual community. It's so important to understand the work that's needed on an individual basis for you all, including this one here that is allowing me to come forward at this time. You have
Would
all
you
witnessed, seen, and felt and manifest so much from your frequency and vibration. And again, that has come across in various ways that have affected people around you. And sometimes that's difficult to accept. And that's why I say, that is why we say it's important that the groundwork is done. And that is realizing that each individual on a personal level has so much to process at this time, so much to figure out. And that is not done overnight, I can assure you. This is going to
no.
take some time for each of you to understand why you have come forward to connect, not just in this group um, now, or not just in this group on a week to week basis. What has drawn you into this community? What has brought you forward to connect to your higher self or to what you call your galactic family? There is a knowing within you that you are connected in some way, and that is true. You all are connected. There is no such thing as disconnection. You are connected. But the problem is, and continues to be, You bring the chaos with you, and that word was used earlier on by one of your group when she read the cards. So true. And that is okay. We can work through chaos. We can help you with your chaos, but you have to do the groundwork on a personal level.
I,
And
can I
yes, please come forward.
thank you. I see all of that, the people bickering and having a go at each other and being really horrible to each other within the disclosure movement. I see that as um, agents and targeting. Am I correct in saying that it is agents that have been put into place, or are they simply spiritual people that are being used by um, the negative agenda in terms of technology? Have they been infiltrated, or are they just simply agents,
Mm,
or is it a mixture?
mm. Oh, it's interesting that you have brought that question forward again. There's so much um, going on at this time, not just in the disclosure community, as you have said. There is so much going on as regards to much of the situation that is playing out on your planet has arisen for various reasons. That is something that we do not need to discuss at this time because, again, there is a frequency and vibration within that content that I prefer that the group does not resonate in. It is important that you are aware of that. There is a lot going on. There's a lot bickering in the background. There's a lot of negative communication going on within what you call the disclosure community, but it is not even a disclosure community. It's a nice word to label what you feel is the disclosure community. The disclosure community is not about that. It's about you understanding your greatness, understanding why you have chosen to come back to this beautiful planet of yours called Gaia. But of course, you are in this situation at the time, and there is much to speak about. But a lot of what is spoken about is not really of great interest to us. We will listen, of course, and we will advise and we will support, but it's really not of great interest at all. I say this again so you understand that you can come together and you can bicker and you can waffle and you can talk and you can speak about what you feel is necessary. But there comes a time where you feel that you want to connect on a deeper level. What happens at that point when you bring that statement into your awareness? What happens when you ask to connect to your guide, your higher self, to a loved one who has transitioned across? What happens in that moment? Yes, of course, you can bring that idea into your awareness, but what really happens on a deeper level? I'm saying this so you understand. The majority of you, yes, will allow yourself to quieten the mind and you will meditate and you will pull away from your meditation and you will carry on with your life, and how that plays out for each one of you is quite different in many ways. But it's important to be aware that when you come forward as a community, as a spiritual group, what is happening within that spiritual group? What are you bringing forward that will help yourself and help the person within that spiritual group that you are speaking to? If you want to speak about spirituality and awareness, of course. But if you want to speak about the bickering that you have described and the backbiting and wherever else, it's not needed, it's not necessary. It does not interest me at all. It does not interest us at all. It is, we would say, amusing at times when we see how you connect and how you communicate on different levels. It can be fun, but really, it's not really important to us. The reason we have chosen to come forward to you, to connect to you, to allow you to understand and feel your connection to us, is for you to sense and feel who you are. And sadly, for the majority, you haven't chosen that path. Not yet, in any way. I'm being fairly direct with my words in this message, but I'm doing it so you understand. It's time for you all to basically get your act together and move away from what you call the chaos that continues to play out on your world for various reasons. If you want to be part of it, yes, go down that route and see really how it can support you, how it can support your spiritual awareness. And then if you decide that you want to change, yes, come back and say, yes, I have chosen that path, but it's not bringing me to my highest excitement. It's not giving me the joy and the laughter and the love that I want to manifest. I feel really uncomfortable. I feel really blocked up with emotion. Again, it's important to understand who you are. Who you are. Remember, you all have chosen to come here for an experience. And you're all having that experience. Is that the experience you want? Is that the experience you want? Or are you just being distracted by a thought that's come into your awareness and you've allowed it to manifest? Because you've read something or you've heard something that has upset you? I remember giving this one some advice a few years ago, and I will leave you with this. And it was quite simple. And I said, Chris, I want you to be aware as to what's coming in here. And I want you to focus more on what's coming from up here, coming down. And the reason I said this was because, yes, entertainment is entertainment. And I can see you all like entertainment. But sometimes that entertainment can be quite confusing. There is the excitement, I understand. You chose to go there and have that experience. Perfectly okay. That is not a judgment. But it's understanding that you all have work to do. Mm. I will say, on a spiritual level. For what percentage of your world is going there? So it is important that you take stock, as you would say, on your planet and understand that, yes, it is wonderful that this is happening in this now moment. It's wonderful that you have come together as a community. It is wonderful that you can laugh, you can share, you can have joy, you can channel, you can read light language. It's wonderful. I am so happy to be part of that. But there is change happening within you all. You are all aware of this. it is happening now. You can feel it, not just because I have come forward. Take note of that. It is important for you, for your awareness. By you making the difference, the ripple effect from your presentation is bouncing off everybody else. Mm. What I have given you in the last few minutes has really been interesting for me. It has been interesting for the audience that is watching, which is your star family. And there's many of your guides that is observing this interaction at this time. I have chosen to be the spokesperson to allow you to understand your greatness and understand what you are bringing to the table and the impact your presentation is having to yourself and the community in general. For this one here, he continues to, what would I say? He continues to play in that realm. And there's so much happening for Chris in various ways, as he has described to you. He has showed you, he has given you what he has experienced. And you have also given the group what you have experienced. I make that statement so you understand what you have experienced is important to the group. But be aware as to what you are bringing forward, because it does have that ripple effect. So it's all about raising frequency and vibration. Of course it is. But it's also having fun on Earth. I want you to be aware of that also. It doesn't have to be so spiritual. But be aware of, Chris would call it the circus. Be aware of the circus. There's a lot goes on in the circus. It's a wonderful event. Sometimes it upsets me what happens to the animals at the circus, but it brings joy to the audience. But be aware of your circus and what's happening vibrationally, emotionally to you. Be aware of that. Bring that into your mind and allow you to feel. It will give you a response. It will answer as to what you want to manifest. As I have said, you do need each other. Just be aware as to what you're bringing forward. A lot of distractions happening, and they are there for a reason. Again, I don't have to go into that, you understand. They are there to pull you away from what we have just spoken about and bring you back into that wonderful world called chaos. Again, it has been a pleasure connecting with you all. I much enjoyed this interaction. And I hope that you will bring me forward again, because it is important that I connect with you also.
Absolutely. You're always, always welcome.
You bring so much, give so much to us also. Be aware of that. I leave you with that. It's not just a case of us coming forward or Ventura giving you what he feels is necessary. You give us so much of your love. We feel it and we sense it. But again, as I have said, be aware of what's happening to you on a vibrational level. It is important at this time. There is so much happening. There is so much of a distraction. There are so many questions to be asked. There are so many questions to be answered. Don't get lost in the circus. Pull away from the circus. Give yourself that quiet time. Pull away from your technology. Ground yourself. Back to your meditations. Turn your devices off for periods of time. Get into the woods, get into the forest, and allow yourselves to feel what you are part of.
Oh, that's powerful.
Yes, so it has been powerful for us also. It has been powerful for me, Soma, connecting with you in this way. So again, I will go now and allow this one to come back. It has and always is a pleasure coming forward. Until we connect again, dear one, I am Renturis Belantrius.
Thank you.
Thank you. Interesting.
What's interesting?
He was on a bit of a rant, wasn't he?
No, that was really powerful. It was really powerful, Christy.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to pause the recording and I'm not going anywhere just yet. I just want to stop the recording. So let me see. Any messages? Yeah, just check out my website, guys, somaara.love. And Christy Clark also does readings and personal channelings. And Christy, I always forget your website. You're on mute as well. And also, Tiffany, do you offer readings to people? What are your details? So, yeah, who wants to go first?
This was my first time actually giving anybody readings besides my
Okay.
daughters. So if anybody wants any readings, they can contact me for sure. My Facebook is Tiffany Rumping. My last name is German, my husband. So it's like jumping with a R. And you will find the same profile picture and just send me a message.
Thanks, Tiffany. And
You're very welcome.
Christy, how can people get in touch with you? You're still on mute.
Yeah, I'll just put the link up there, Soma, for the group. There you go. Thank you.
Selected by light beings. Christy Clark channeling. That's great. Let's have a
You're
look.
welcome.
Connecting to stars.com. Connecting to stars.com, and also Tiffany Rumping on Facebook. Okay, so let me pause the recording